So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code Surfer, and I hope you guys are doing really well. So in last video we just saw about how you can print hello world, a basic program that everyone does when they learn a new programming language, and that's how we did. But now in this video we are going to learn about variables. So which kind of variables are there in C++ programming language and how we can use them. They're all, I would like to say, they are quite similar to C programming, so you can get to the C programming playlist and you can get some basic function of all the programs, I would say, because usually everything would be same, a bit similar in every programming languages. It might be different in some of them, but the base is the basic thing that you need to learn. So this is what I wanted to say. So let's quickly get started with this one. So this is the basic thing that is always there in every programming, like in C++ programming language. Pardon my language for now. So let's first declare a variable. So how many kind of variables are there? We'll see in this one. So let's first enter here, and I'll declare a variable a, and then here we'll go for the float, which stores the decimal values. So I will write down average here. The variable name is average for the data type float, and then here we'll go for an character, I would say. So the character would be here gender, and then here we will go next for the boolean value that is written by BOOL, which stores just true and false. So here I will say answer if the answer is yes or no, that is true or false. So what does this integer stores? So integer will store simple integers values, as we know that I'm going to assign a value here 20, and for the float I will put down here 20.43, just to make a bit clear. And for character, always the single character will be down into a single quoted value. So here I'll put M for male, or you can put whatever you want, contact you. And the booleans answer will be always just true or false. So if I'll write down here true, then in the output it will show 1, and for false it's 0. So let's write down here false, and yeah, that's the. So let's print down the value. So to print we use here cout with this less than sign, and then here we'll put down a here for now. And as you guys know, in C we used /n to go to the new line, but in this we'll use ENDL, that is end line, and it will directly goes to the new line. And then again here will be average, and then again NL. It doesn't matter, but just make it clear I'm putting down the spaces. And then here will be gender, then again O, then we'll go for the last and final answer, and then semicolon, as we know. So let's run this program to see what output we are getting, if we are getting the same things that we have written here. So we'll run this program, and as we know what we have put down here, so for integer it's 20, it's for float 20.43, character it's M, and boolean false, that is 0. As I said, for true is 1, and for false it's always 0. So this is all for this thing. But if you want to declare variables together, for example, if I want to declare 3-4 variables together, C, D, F for integer, then I can do so. And I can also assign a values to them. That is, for D I want to do 30. Now let's print this out. So cout here with G and line. So for the it will gonna print 30, we know. So let's run out. And yep, as so we are getting 30 down here. But if we'll not declare the value and you're trying to print it, then there is no reason. It will throw out an error for you guys. So let's see what does the error shows. It shows that the D was not declared in this code. So always declare the value before using it. And I think this is all for this variables. We'll see some more interesting things in the next video. Till that time, take care and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.